All right, we've arrived at the closing statement portion of the program. Mr. Harbaugh, you have the first 3 minutes.
There is a clear choice, and you have seen it on display tonight. This campaign from day one has been about people. You've seen some of that passion in this room and the 100,000 conversations we've had across this district during the course of this campaign. On the other hand, we have a congressman who has forgotten how to listen. You've seen some of that as well tonight. He answers not to us, but to his corporate paymasters. There is a saving grace, though, and it's us. It's Ohio. You've heard the phrase, as Ohio goes, so goes the nation. It's because we still make up our own minds here. We still try to do what's right for our families, for our communities, for our country. It's what I love about my state. I was born in a military family. I mentioned my father served on the front lines during the Cold War under Ronald Reagan, commanding a nuclear missile wing. When it was my turn, I joined the Navy. But I met an Ohio girl 25 years ago, and I fell in love. We got married in Medina, and the day after that wedding, I didn't go on a honeymoon. I was back in the cockpit, back on duty, because that is what military families do. They go where the country calls them. But after my time in uniform, we found our way home, back to Ohio to raise our family, our 3 kids. I still think about that oath of office, though, every day, what it meant then, what it means now. Because that oath wasn't to a party. It wasn't to any one individual. It was to you. It was to the Constitution of the United States. It's the same oath that politicians swear, but there is something different when you put your life on the line for it, when more importantly, you've lost friends because of that oath. Tonight, we saw a glimpse of who Congressman Gibbs is. We saw a glimpse of what that oath means to him. He votes with Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell nearly 99% of the time.
Thank you. Yeah.
Corporate and political paymasters tell him what to do, he does it. When they tell him to come after our Social Security, he does it. When they tell him to cut $450 billion from Medicare, he does it. When they tell him to make it easier to ship jobs overseas, he does it. It is time for that to end. It is time to send a representative to Congress who works for us.
Yes.
During my last mission in the Navy off in North Korea, we lost a pigeon. In that moment, I didn't turn to my co-pilot and say, are you a Republican or a Democrat? We put the engine to bed. We finished the mission. That is what we have to get back to in our politics. That is how we fix our country. My name is Ken Harbaugh, and I ask for your vote in November so we can bring that core Ohio value, country over party, back to Washington. Thank you.
Well, it's got all good Democrat talking points down, that's for sure. Since I voted to cut Social Security and Medicare, that's just a true falsehood. You know how they come up with that? Because we cut your taxes. They're saying we're cutting your Medicare and Social Security to cut your taxes and grow this economy. Like, you should ask yourself a question, or somebody asks you, when you go vote, or somebody asks you how to vote, are you better off now than you were 2 years ago? Are you more confident? More jobs are available? More jobs are available? Your neighbors are working? Your kids are getting graduated from school? They got to find a job they couldn't find a few years ago? Things are better. America is safer. And I think the answer is yes. The economy is stronger. Rebuilding our nation. Vladimir Putin hasn't done any more expansion. Iran is under tough sanctions. ISIS has been decimated. America is strong economically. The world is a safer place. But we're really on a fork in the road. We can't go back to a stagnant economy, lost jobs and opportunities, bigger government, more red tape, and more taxes. We should continue on a path of strong economic growth and opportunities for all Americans. Strengthen our free market capitalist economic model, and some of the other side are advocating for socialism. This race and many Americans in our land are experiencing millions of dollars coming in to their coffers, and my corner included. 94% of the money he's raised is from outside of Ohio. It's from the liberals in Hollywood. It's from the liberals in New York City, in Boston. Liberals are trying to buy this house seat in America's hot land and force their liberal agenda on all of us. Let's not let this scam happen to us. This is a scam. House Republicans are trying for solutions, not just slogans and complaints. We are heading in the right direction and have more to do. We do need to fix health care, lower the cost of insurance, incorporate free market principles and get competition, encourage health savings accounts, invisible premium support for and programs for pre-existing conditions. And I never voted, when he talks about we voted to take health care away from Americans. We were voting to get rid of Obamacare. That was a disaster. People couldn't afford it. Obamacare. We also need to have an immigration program. We need a legal immigration where individuals come here, can support themselves and contribute to our economy and society. A workable guest worker program that's accountable, verifiable, and enforced. Welfare to work policies to help people with strong workforce development programs, which we're doing. And we're in infrastructure. We're going to do an infrastructure bill. We're going to get it done. And some of the things are in that bill, the things that lower the cost of the bills that I've introduced to help that doing. So let's keep moving forward with solutions like the tax bill 2.0, the House just passed, to grow their businesses, more universal savings accounts, innovation, and let's unleash the American spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, competition, creating opportunities for all Americans in a safer and secure America. Let's keep down this right path. I'm Bob Gibbs, and I'm fighting for you.
Thank you, Mr. Harbaugh. Thank you, Mr. Congressman. I want to thank our wonderful panel, Jeff, Brad, thank you so much. Dr. Campo and the student body here at AU for hosting us. I want to thank the college Republicans, the college Democrats, and the Young Americans for Liberty for helping organize this. And I'd also like to thank a special shout out to my colleague and friend at the Ashland Center, Ben Kunkel, who put together the logistics of all of this. A special round of applause for him. Coming out tonight. The American experiment has been going on since 1776, and it's an experiment that our founders believed worthy of their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. And it's an experiment to see whether or not people are capable of governing themselves through reflection and choice. So I hope what we witness here tonight will help you reflect on your decision and make a choice when you go to the polls on Tuesday. I will leave you with one final charge to go and do your civic duty on Tuesday and vote. Thank you so much for your time.